Well, hi everyone. Gordon Turnbull here at John Knox Church. A couple of Sundays ago, our worship had the New Testament passage from Matthew chapter 16. Jesus is gathered with the disciples. He asks them, "Who do people say that I am?" And then he focuses in on the disciples themselves and asks, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter famously answers Jesus, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus affirms Peter for that correct answer, the truth that would be blasphemy to say if it weren't correct, right? That Jesus is truly the Son of God and is the Messiah, the long-awaited Messiah of Israel's faith. And then Jesus says to Peter this. He says, "I tell you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not prevail against it." We talked about the nickname Peter meaning rock. And when Jesus says, "You are Peter," he's saying, on the rock of your confession of faith, I will build my church. When the church declares the truth about Jesus, that's the strength of the church in this world, is affirming the truth about Jesus's divine identity and his power. But I want to think about what Jesus says afterwards. He says, "The gates of Hades will not prevail against the church." The gates of Hades will not prevail against the church. Hades, of course, is the place of death. It's one of several words that the Bible uses, either in the Old Testament or New, to talk about the place where people once dead must be. And the picture that Jesus paints is a beautiful one. That Hades, the place of death, has gates, but that Jesus has the key to the gate. And we in the church, through the proclamation of the truth, are given the keys to the gates of the kingdom of heaven, the gates of death itself. Jesus says something so outrageous, I just want you to hear it, that the gates that contain people in death are broken by the power of God in Jesus Christ. Those gates cannot hold us in death. Those gates have been burst open by the power of God, the resurrection power of God in Jesus Christ. We are given that kind of power. Death is not more powerful than God's gift of life. Yeah, even though our bodies die physically, death cannot negate our lives, and it cannot annul our lives. Our lives are secure eternally in the love of God through Jesus Christ. And we have an existence that's untouchable by the power of death. When we confess the truth about Jesus, we are spreading that life-giving word in the world. I hope today is a day where you can hear that word, trust it for your own self, and then proclaim it joyfully. It's what the church exists for, is to spread this incredible good news. So have a wonderful day in that good news and in the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ.